Picture a living room on a random Tuesday night. TV glowing, half-eaten snacks on the coffee table, one controller being passed around, but no one owns the controller. It belongs to the holder in the moment, whoever's playing at the time. Keep that image in your head, because it's basically the story of gaming culture in miniature. Gaming culture is a decades-old community built on shared experiences. Today I'll walk you through three of them. The history of gaming culture itself, the history of the controller, and what the culture means to me. Let's start with the culture. So, gaming didn't start at home, but in arcades. In the late 1970s and early 80s, dark rooms with cabinets lined the halls became a hangout place. The third spot outside of home or school where strangers bonded over quarters and high schoolers. The Smithsonian Institution, June 13th, 2016, explained that over the course of 50 years, video games grew from the idea of few people into an industry of entertainment that billions of people worldwide have found and connected with. What became a small basement hobby has become a global culture. Eventually that culture moved out of the arcade and into the living room. Home consoles let people build the same kind of community at home. By 2012, it had earned mainstream recognition. CNN, April 4th, 2012, reported that the Smithsonian American Art Museum opened an exhibit of a 40-year history of video games as cultural artifacts. And opening week itself drew about 23,000 people, which was the highest attending day ever recorded. And then we've gone over the culture itself. Let's take a look at the object that made it all possible, the controller. The controller story is really the story of how we're connected to the games. Early ones weren't more than a knob that you twisted back and forth. But Atari, I believe I'm saying that right, I apologize if I'm not. Atari introduced the joystick. It had one stick and one button. USA Today, in March 13th, 2012, questioned if games qualify as art. This debate only existed because games and the controllers had become significant enough culturally to argue about it all. As games evolved, so did the hardware in our hands. Analog sticks arrived in 1990s, letting players move 3D worlds rather than just flat 2D worlds. Rumble feedback let controllers respond to what was on the screen, what was happening in front of you. NPR on June 11, 2021, described just how far controller design had gone, from plastic guitars to skateboards to stuffed babies that you would rock to sleep. The controller has been a flexible, almost playful existence of whatever story a game wanted to tell. After looking at where the controller came from, we can now explore what it means in my own life. For me, gaming was never really solo. It was a family thing. Before controllers, we spoke a shared language of game night, which included board games and card games, whoever was up, whoever was it, whoever dealt the cards. So with our new Xbox, it was just an addition to our already comfortable tradition. The controller was never mine or siblings or parents. It was passed around just like the cards or the dice was in another game. It was whoever's turn it was. That's the only person it could ever belong to. That shared foundation is why gaming still feels like connection to me. And now I mostly play on my PC. I didn't look at games as a way to escape from people. It was a way to play with them and connect with them. Every time I pick up a controller, I can still sometimes hear the echo living room when we would play. So to bring it all together, we've looked at the history of gaming culture, from arcades to museum exhibits, and the history of the controller, from a simple dial to a shape-shifting piece of hardware, as I like to describe it. And finally, all of what it means to me personally. It's not just plastic and buttons, but a shared language that connects me to friends and family, and one that connects an entire culture, one that has connected an entire culture for decades before. Next time you pick one up, remember that you're not just holding a game. You're holding a little piece of history that was meant to be shared.
Good job. Hey.